Good morning, everyone. In today's video, we're going over the latest StepnGo weekly update. So if you're interested in like any of the previous numbers and just seeing how StepnGo has been performing, you're welcome to just go back to last week's and then you can get an idea. So all I'm doing right now is, just trying to copy this. Bang, why are you not pasting? Oh, I was pasting. Never mind, we're in. So what we have there is the floor price in GMT, the current US dollar price of GGT, and the current USD price of GMT. And then thanks to one of you guys for pointing out to me, it's 480, not 475. But what you do is you take in the GGT price times 480, which is the cost of breeding. So it's about 450 right now. The floor price, which is B1, times to its US dollar price, which is B3, times 94%, because 6% will be in market fees, and that gives you the return. And then you're looking still at a profit about $105, which is really not bad, considering that it's like nearly 20%. So it's really not a bad return in terms of if you have a breeding farm right now. So it's still good. And this is what I use as a main indicator for the health of StepnGo. Going down a little bit further, we see that this is basically my energy conversion rate. So once you start playing StepnGo on your own account, and the main thing is you've got to get through the trenches. And the two trenches are, the first one is getting your shoe to level 19. So whether you just buy a level 19 shoe or you slowly play the game and then get yourself to level 19, it costs you about 210 GGT. But also it takes you a little bit of time. Like the way I calculate it, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days of playing. But at the same time, you have to do one of the hardest things is you basically have to go from sore feet to hard feet. And that is, you've got to go here and you can see, where is it? Haha, fitness levels. So when you start the game, you have what's called soft feet. So you earn 100% of your natural earnings. But then as you play and as you progress, you get sore feet. So you only get 50% of your potential earnings. But once you've like locked in and you've done 14 days of playing, you're basically locked in with strong feet. So you'll earn 150%. And then basically that's the norm. And then all you have to do to maintain strong feet is you have to use 2 energy in at least, you've got to use 2 energy in 1 day every 5 days. So you don't have to be consistently playing every day. You can go on holiday, but you've got to do it at least once every 5 days. Otherwise you return back to like sore feet. So with that in mind, when I do my calculations, so this is my calculations, this is just with the assumption that 1, my shoes are already level 19, and then 2, you're earning a very consistent amount because you've already done the trenches and you've done your 2 weeks. So once you've done that, you can just do what I do, which is the cost of 90 energy is obviously just the cost of a shoe right now. So we're looking at just under $600. My expected return is the price of GGT times 11, because I get 11, essentially I get 11 GGT per energy, and then times 90, which is the energy. So my expected profit is about 300. Like obviously the main thing is I've got to survive 22 days. And the price has to survive for 22 days for it to remain consistent. But before I make that decision, do I want to refuel my energy? I look at this and I go, okay, what's the expected amount? And the current expected amount's about 36%. So it's not bad, but it's not the best. If you look at the last 7 days and the last 14 days, it is negative 31%. It is negative 46%. So you might want to have certain measures of how to pull out and how to cash out if that's your strategy. What's it called? Like, how negative am I towards the game right now? Not at all. I think it's quite natural. I think if we zoom out and we see it go from $7 in the last 3 months down to $1, I still think it's okay. I'm not like, obviously with this comes the price of shoes, and I think that's all okay. I think just right now, my main metrics for checking the health of the game is how profitable it is for breeders, because once it gets the inverse and it's no longer rewarding breeders, then you know that there's an oversupply. But the fact is that if it's still profitable to breed, it means that there's still a demand for the game. There's still a demand for the supply, and that's very healthy. The other thing is, if you go into articles, and they made an article about like 3 days ago, you can see StepnGo has partnered with Adidas. So obviously in the past, they've partnered with Adidas to make digital shoes. But the fact is that they're going to make physical Ultraboost shoes that have StepnGo logos all over them. It is, if we were looking at like even back in 2021, a collaboration like this would shoot any project to like God tier. Like, this is the holy grail of collaborations with a big, wide known brands. But this is Adidas, and you got, one of the best physical shoes, sporting good shoes brands working with StepnGo. That is amazing. It is not an easy feat to like have this done. I'm so bullish on this. Like, if you guys win physical shoes, that's awesome. I'm gonna try. Just check down below, look at their Twitters. There's a bunch of stuff to like, they're giving them away. And like I said, this partnership is considered God tier in my eyes. So I'm super bullish on that. In terms of the game, I don't think it will take much to get more excitement back. If you just go into the roadmap, you can already see, one, they've been following their roadmap very well. And then two, the next things that are going to come out is, so like we're in phase 2A. Beta's been done. Decentralized marketplace door done. House system and sneaker lending done. They've changed the way that you go back to sneaker minting, where you need a left shoe and a right shoe. So that's really good. And then just phase 2B. So uncommon shoes, I would say expect that soon. And then with uncommon shoes will come more mystery boxes, more gemstones. So there's going to be a lot more things. Like, there's just going to be a need for, one, minting, and then two, all these mystery boxes and gemstones. So you know that there's going to be more burners in place. You know that there's going to be more interest. The game's going to develop. As the game goes on, we can move on to phase 2C, where there's going to be an account level system, a quest system. You can then just link it with your Apple Watch or your smartwatch. 3D, like, there's so many things coming. The interactive map is the main thing I'm focused on. But I know that realistically, we're going to be expecting uncommons quite soon and gemstones. And that's going to add a whole new dynamic to the game, where you don't need to just be a efficiency like strategy. You can then shift to a luck strategy and build around that. So I'm excited. I think it's a pretty good time to get into the game. Let me know what you guys think. Using my metrics, I'm still happily buying shoes to burn for 90 energy. Let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.